My boyfriend was furious when I canceled our cute anniversary plans to support my guy best friend when he needed me. My boyfriend, 21 meters, and I, 20 feet, had fancy dinner plans and tickets to the movies to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. Super cute, right? We were both super excited about it and had planned it a while ago. However, about an hour before our reservation, I got a message from my close friend. He had texted me saying he was having a family emergency and he really needed some support and someone to talk to immediately. So he asked me to come over right now. I've been friends with this person for years and I've always been there to support him and cheer him up as he has a lot of family issues and trouble at home. So I called my boyfriend who was driving back from work to tell him we'd have to cancel, because I had to go be there to support my friend. Well, he got mad even though I told him it's out of my hands. I then hung up because I didn't want him to carry on driving while on the phone, especially if he's angry, so I told him we'd speak later. Cut to me coming home a few hours later and he was pissed, like really pissed. We then got into an argument and he said that I prioritized another guy over him and that my friend is a grown man who could have waited until the next morning to have me come over. His rage grew when I couldn't tell him what the emergency was that ruined what was meant to be a special day, even though that's my friend's personal information and is not my business to share. I felt that was very insensitive of him to not understand why I had to go and be there for a good friend of mine, and yeah, we lost a bit of money for tickets, but we can just reschedule. But I can see why he's frustrated as it's our first anniversary and we had planned this for months. I also got angry at him for being insensitive, which only heated the argument and made it worse. It's been a few days since the fight and he's still being frosty to me, waiting for me to apologize, and now I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if I handled it right. What should I do now? Has anyone experienced anything similar? Relevant comments. Was this something that could have waited another day? No, my friend had a big argument with his dad, and without going into lots of detail, my friend struggles with alcohol problems, so I went over to help smooth things over and give him someone to talk to and distract him as he was very upset. When my friend asks for emergency support, I don't ask questions, I just go. How could I have enjoyed my night knowing he was struggling? Update. It took me a while, but I realized I was in the wrong and I didn't prioritize correctly. I came off pretty defensive at first, but after thinking about what people said, I shouldn't have been. I apologized to my boyfriend and told him nothing like this would ever happen again. He's still pretty mad, but after a serious conversation about setting boundaries between me and this friend, he's willing to move past it. He did say if it happens again or I cross any boundaries with his friend, then he's gone and won't be coming back, so it obviously did affect him more than I thought. I'm willing to respect this and try to consider his feelings more while still being there for my friend. We have rebooked our tickets and dinner for next weekend, and hopefully it can still be special. What I will say is the emergency message I got from my friend at the time didn't have much detail, so I didn't know how serious it was. Obviously, when I got to his place, he was very upset, but it wasn't life and death, and in hindsight it could have waited until the next morning. I'm not trying to make any excuses. I care for my boyfriend very much and I'm happy we've got this resolved. Talking about my friend's alcoholism made me realize that I needed to give him the resources to help himself, which I will do if he's open to it. I've never had someone I care about deal with alcohol issues and was a bit naive to think I could help him without professionals. I spoke to my friend on the phone this morning. Even though he was very defensive, he agreed to meet with me to talk about the next steps for him in getting help. His dad is threatening to kick him out of the house, so I think that was a bit of a wake-up call for him. Also, I don't believe my friend had any malicious intent when he asked for my help and won't be cutting him off like some of you suggested. I think healthy boundaries to prevent any misunderstandings will do. Anyway, we're moving on from this now.